Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Hi, good afternoon, Tutor Ness. How are you doing there? And yes, good afternoon. Bumati muna tayo sa ating mga online viewers, especially our English 6 learners all over the Philippines. Good afternoon, everyone. So as their parents, guardians, at syempre, Tutor Ness, yung mga teachers na nanonood sa atin this very time. And Tutor
Correct.
Ness, siguro sa'yo na yung attendance natin ngayon, no? Kasi ang dami
Yes,
nilang
good afternoon. Ang dami.
Yes.
Bumabaha na naman ng ating comment section. Hello, attendance tayo. Attendance check tayo. Happy watching po, Tristan James Olivar from Binmali, Pangasinan. Hello po from Santolan Elementary School, Maria
Wow.
Carmen Mendoza. Lani Magat from Pangasinan din, of course. And Johnson Viray, number 1 siya sa attendance kay
Sino
ngayon.
yan? Sino yan?
Johnson Viray from Binman,
Galing.
Pangasinan. Hello, good afternoon, learners.
And
Ayan.
good afternoon also, Ma'am Roella Alpasan Plana, teacher ng San Lorenzo Ruiz Elementary School.
Of
And
course.
syempre, meron pa Tutor Net, si Inaj Erica Galang, lagi itong nandito sa atin. Happy Teacher's
Yes,
Day daw
of
po.
course. Perfect attendance yung ating learner na yan. Ayan.
Nakakatuwa,
And of
Tutor
course,
Net, no?
yes.
From Pangasinan, Cavite, Pasig, all over the Philippines talaga
Yes,
tayo.
correct. Mula Visayas sa taas.
Visayas.
Okay, good afternoon, dear learners. For this afternoon, mga grade 6 warriors, English warriors natin for today. Tutor Jazz?
Okay, yes. Huwag na nating patagal ito dahil yung time natin is just for 40 minutes. Okay, learners, I hope that you are all doing so well. So, we are your tutors for this afternoon English 6. I'm Tutor Jazz and together with me is... Nasaan ka ba?
Tutor Net. Hello.
Okay, at kami ang lagi niyong makakasama every Tuesday at 1 p.m. to 1:40 p.m. And
Tutor Jazz, alam nating lahat yan. Happy Teacher's Day to all the teachers out there from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and of course, sa all around the world. Siyempre, hindi lang tayo pang Pilipinas. Okay po. Happy Teacher's Day!
yes, Tutor Net, happy Teacher's Day too.
Yes.
Okay, and also, Ma'am Marlene Mercado, okay, good afternoon. And since we are now still our first quarter, but this time around we're now on week 4. Am I right? Yeah, it's week 4. So before we proceed to our discussion, let me give credit and thank to the development team ng ating module na gagamitin this afternoon. Okay, so this module is from central office. Okay, so here it is. And since tapos na tayo ng week 1, week 2, week 3, we're now going to have, this afternoon, we are going to describe forms and conventions of film. Okay, and before we start, what is our objective, Tutor Ned?
Yes, our objective for today is at the end of our tutorial, you should be able to describe forms and conventions of film.
At Tutor Net, alam kong marami kang prepare na activities for our English
Of
6
course.
warriors. But before that, let me flex. Tama ba yun? Let me flex. Let me flex some laudable output for week 3. Ito yung mga ginawa ng ating learners. Okay, nung last time, hindi ako kasama, but thank you so much to Internet.
Na-miss
Okay,
ka namin ng bongga.
for still meeting our learners. Okay, week 3, thank you so much for really doing your work. Grade 6. So, ito yan sila. Let me, kanino ito from, I guess,
Angela
nakikita ko.
Estrada.
Yeah, Angelo Distrada, 6 Rizal ng San Lorenzo Ruiz Elementary School. And also Bermain Angeli, grade 6 Luna. And meron pa dito, Enaj Erica Galang from, what is this one? Shigalasan Elementary School. And also
SB
Carmelo
Walker.
Gabriel, 6 Rizal. Okay, so some lang yan. So ang dami pa noon. And maybe next time we can still flex your work, learners. Okay, and just always remember that we see your work. Okay, we see your effort. So just keep on doing that. Just keep on going. Okay, Tutor Net, what did you prepare for this afternoon? I'm so excited.
Yes, for today's first activity is lights, camera, action. Okay, learners, are you excited with our first activity? Let's begin. Okay, so what you're going to do for today is you're going to identify what form is depicted on the following films. Okay, so inside the box are our choices. So we have action, comedy, crime and gangster, adventure. We have also drama, epics or historical. We also have musical or dance. And then we also have science fiction, horror, war, and fantasy. So remember those choices, okay, learners? So let's begin with number 1. Okay, ang probinsyano. So how many of you have watched this undying, what is this, teleserye, no? This is undying. Sabi ko undying kasi talagang hindi mamatay-matay yung bida. So, ang probinsyano. So, what's your answer, learners? Let me see on our chat box. Okay, war. Okay, Lay Aldred says war. Mark Anthony Cassie, what's that? What's your answer? Okay, how about the other learners? Come on, type
Tutor
in
Net,
your
ito ba yung si Cardo? Hindi ako nanonood pero parang nababrowse ko ito sa
Ricardo.
Facebook.
Yes, okay. So, yan, sabi ni Mark Anthony, it's action. Okay, Leandro Angelo, it says action. Okay, who else? Arian May Zakaria says it's also action. Let us check. Okay, let us see. Okay, very good for those who answered action. Now, are you ready for number 2? Okay, let's check. Number 2. Once upon a time. Okay, sige nga.
Naku, Tutor Net, kilala ba nila yan? Mukhang nung kabataan ko pa yan ah.
Well, okay, tignan nga natin kung may mga sagot na sila. Tutor Jazz. Okay, yes, don't
Number
forget to type
two,
in the number of the item before your answers. Okay? Ayan. So, Van Andre says fantasy. 'Di ba? Parang gusto kong kantahin yung ano,
sige
once
nga,
upon
yun.
no, no.
I'm about to sing, you know what, Tutor Net, I'm about to sing that a while ago, but I remember na ang pangit pala ng singing voice ko.
Yun lang.
Buti
Okay.
na
So,
lang, maganda
tayo
yung
sa
boses
English.
mo.
Okay, Arian, Jasmine says it's fantasy. Okay, now let us check our answer. Okay, very good, learners. It is fantasy. Now, let's have item number 3. Spider-Man. Oh, Tutor Jazz, may bagong lalabas nito. Nag-plug
Oo,
ano. Sorry.
maraming
Spider-Man.
mag-aabang
The
dyan.
movie or the film Spider-Man. We are referring to the movie or the film Spider-Man or yung meron kasi itong version ng ano ano ba tawag doon? Animation, yung animated na
Oo.
Spider-Man. Yes, yung ano. Okay. Let us see their answers. Ayan, Mark Anthony Cassie, it says action. Jill Courtney says action. Okay, sige nga, wag na nating pagtagalin. Adventure, may sumagot ng adventure. Nakita ko, Tutor Jazz. Let us see. Okay. So action slash science fiction slash fantasy slash adventure. So you see, a learner, for just one film or movie or any ano no ay pwedeng dalawa, two or more, no? Two or more form of is depicted in the films. Okay, now let's move on. Number 4. Encantadia. Okay, inabot mo ba 'to, Tutor Jazz?
Oo,
Yung
kasi yung version pa nila, nila Sunshine Dizon. Yun ba yun?
yes, yes.
Iba na ngayon.
Okay, let us see their answers. Okay, Kay Patricia says science fiction. JB Gadi answers action. Okay. Your answers are all accepted naman, ano? Mark Anthony Cassie, okay, answered action. And then Rob Nino Brusa says fantasy. Now, let us see our answer. Okay, it's fantasy or it can be also a drama. Okay, now let's look into our number 5. Mulawin. Have you remembered this, Tutor Jazz? The one with the winged character,
Yes, yes,
diba? Yan,
Tutornet.
that's the
Mga
one with the
kapanahunan ko ito. I remember Agilus, right? And
yes,
Alwina, yes. And also,
yes.
sino nga ba yung, si Pagaspas. So, I really
That's right.
remember.
Okay, sana napanood nila. You know, this type of film or teleserye, yung mga ano natin is we can learn a lot from them, ano. Marami din tayong matututunan sa kanila. Okay, war daw, sabi ni Mark Anthony Cassie, si Jane Erica Galang answers fantasy, adventures, sabi naman ni Von Andre and ni Jansen Viray says fantasy. Now, let's take a look at our answer. Okay, ayun. Action, adventure, fantasy. Okay. Tutor Jazz, I think our learners have gained really fun in learning from this activity. How about you? What you have prepared for them?
Okay. And you know what, Tutornet, a while ago nakita ko yung daming sumasagot while you were asking them. And feeling ko perfect sa na learners. So, the perfect 5.
Oh,
Can
yes,
you
of
raise
course.
your
Of
hand?
course. Raise your
Okay,
hands.
nice.
How many
Oh,
scores do you have? Sige nga, tignan natin. Okay, how many of you got 5 perfect scores? Come on.
mukhang nape-pressure yung next activity ko, Tutornet. Dapat maging 5 din sila. Kasi
Of
mga lahat
course.
sila 5. Very
Yes,
good. And
ayan.
yes.
O, si
And you know
Shandy,
what,
hello.
Tutornet?
Yes.
I also noticed here na meron na silang mga number before their answers. So
Yes, of
they're
course.
becoming more consistent this time. Very good learners. Okay, and tutor Ness. Okay, let's now proceed to the next activity. Dahil pang ano pa lang ngayon, what you've done a while ago was just, a warm-up. Okay, a warm up, and this one is the second warm up. Okay, so learners all over the Philippines, I have here 2 sets of pictures. What you're going to do is for you to study it and to see it, look at it, and you have to answer the questions that I have prepared for you. Okay, so here you have picture A and picture B, right? Okay, number one. Okay, number one. What have you noticed with pictures A and B in terms of lighting? What have you noticed? What have you noticed with pictures A and B in terms of lighting? Okay, sige nga. Learners, please comment down your answers sa ating chat box and I'm going to read that. While I am waiting for their answers to their net, maybe I can check the attendance again. Okay, good afternoon. Vanessa M. Alimorong, 6 Camagong, watching from Baruy Elementary School, Lubao West District, SDO, Pampanga. And also, Kent Lawrence T. Andrade from Luok Elementary Cool. Okay, good afternoon. May
Good
sagot na ba tayo?
afternoon.
Okay. So meron na kay Angel Bartolay Diaz. Sabi niya dark and light. Very good. Okay, so the answer here is dark, or we can also say dim, or we can also say, okay, for number one, the answer is, okay, dim and eerie. Okay, the first one is dark and the other one is light. Oh, when we say dim and eerie, it has something to do with like a scary thing, like frightening. The place is frightening. Okay? So, madilim, like that. Okay? So, pag madilim, nakakatakot yan, di ba? Okay, black and white po, sabi naman ni Francis, Carl, Chris, Gabriel. Okay, number two. Okay, number two learners, we have who are the characters in pictures A and B? Who are the characters in pictures A and B? Characters. When we say characters, that has something to do with people. Okay, so who? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so for letter A, none. Okay, and for letter B, okay, maybe what's the one? The dancers, right? What is the one? Iloilo Dinagyang. Is that right, Sister
Dinagyang.
Ned?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Dinagyang. Are you familiar with Dinagyang in Iloilo? That's like
Dinagyang
a festival,
Festival.
right? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's a festival.
Festivity from
Yes,
Iloilo.
yes. Okay, great. So number three. Okay, number three. Okay, so number three, what do you think is the setting in pictures A and B? What do you think is the setting in pictures A and B? Setting, talk about what? Okay, setting na. Okay, learners, setting is, okay, oh, could it be, okay, oh, could it be outside? Okay, correct. Could it be in the room? At ano lang sila, nag-prepare lang sila ng, nag-set up lang sila ng gatong design inside the room. Okay, could it be outside? That's good. Okay, now how about for number four? Okay, number four learners, we have what is the atmosphere or the mood created in picture A and B? Like when you see these two pictures, how or what do you feel? Oh, scary po ang
Tara.
picture A, sabi ni Kerubin. Abandoned house.
Oh,
Okay, ano
yes.
bang sagot natin dyan, Tutor Ness? What's the
Let us see.
atmosphere? Okay, so the atmosphere is somewhat sad and gloomy because, okay, you said a while ago, yung lighting niya very dim, right? Very eerie. It's eerie. So maybe, okay, ang gusto nila i-point out dito is like, I mean, the atmosphere that is being highlighted here is becoming sad or gloomy. Okay, next, number five, the last. Scary and happy. Very good to see ano, Inaj, Erica Gala. Scary yung isa, happy yung isa. Great. Five. Where is the setup of picture A and B? Saan kaya yung setup ng picture A and B? Saan kaya yung setup, okay, ng picture A and B? Where is the setup of pictures A and B? Okay, creepy,
Ayan.
creepy
Alam mo,
sounds.
Tutor
Okay,
Jess, medyo kanina pa talaga may problema si Facebook, ano, lalo
Facebook.
na si Messenger. So, siguro medyo delay lang yung pasok ng ating comment section. Ayan na sila.
Ayan, okay, okay, delay nga sila. Pero ang dami pala talagang sagot. Di ko nakita kanina. Sorry
Correct.
naman. Okay. Mm. Okay, so sabi ni Carmelo Gabriel, inaral, inside and outside. The setup is inside and outside. Okay, sabi naman ni Inach, Erica Galang, room and field. Very good, that could be. Okay, inside and outside, watching from Pasig, Carmelo. Okay, and the answer is, okay, ano nga ba yung setup natin dyan? This is, studio structures. Or can it be outside because we have that Iloilo Dinagyang, right?
Iloilo, correct.
Okay, yes. Thank you so much, learners, for participating so well sa ating activity a while ago. Okay, next one to the next is,
Okay. We have now our free talking time. But of course, we are just going to read your answers to our two questions. So I have here two questions, and then you're going to type in your answer in our comment section. Any answers are acceptable. No wrong answers. All your answers will be accepted. Okay. Are you now ready for our next activity? Okay, let's get it on. Question number 1. So, what is your favorite film? Naku, Tutor Jess, I'm so excited for the answers of our learners for this question. Sige nga, tignan natin. Okay, sige. Medyo hintayin natin sila ng konti. Shoutout muna sa aking mga kasamahan sa SDOTW. Kay Ma'am Lovely, kay Sir Ryan, kay Ma'am Judith, kay Sir Felix, at kay Sir Adrian. Hello at shoutout. Happy Teacher's Day sa inyong lahat. Okay, ayan. Harry Potter, sabi ni Mark Clayton. Okay. So how about the others? Sige nga. Learners, come on. Type in
Yes,
your
ano yung title na,
favorite
title na tutor
film.
net?
Yes, the
Title
title
ng,
of your favorite film. Oh, Home Alone. Oh, all-time favorite ko yan. Ipinasa ko pa sa mga anak ko, 'di ba? Ayan. Oh, I like this. Annabelle Come Homes. Comes home, sabi niya. Okay, Avengers, of course. I have seen that also. And then Fast and Furious also, Tutor Just. I have seen that 1 to 7. Okay, and then we have Trisha Denise's Meet Your Garden. Have you seen Meet Your Garden, Tutor Jazz?
Meet Your
That's a
Garden, yun ba
sweet
yung
movie.
Endor?
Parang teleserye siya ng mga Korean something.
Ah,
Train to Busan.
scary.
Okay, yes. Let us see the others. Home Alone, ano pa, Avengers. Yes, ang daming nagsagot ng Home Alone. Okay, one of my favorite film is yung kay Mr. Bean.
Like a
Have you
comedy?
seen that?
Comedy type.
Oo,
Yeah.
yes. Hindi nakakasawang panoorin talaga si Mr. Bean. Naruto, Money Heist, okay, Mr. Queen, ayan. Lord of the Rings, ang dami, no? Okay, so now, ang dami talaga nilang sagot, Tutor Jazz, ayan. Our comment section is being flooded for a while. Sige. Now, let's move on to our second question. Question number 2. So, what do you usually enjoy in watching films? So, what are the different forms of, what do you think you usually enjoy in watching films? Diba? There are films na we watch it over and over again. Yan, 'di ba? Kahit paulit-ulit natin siyang panoorin, parang hindi tayo nagsasawa. Okay, may sumagot ng Squid Game. Okay, Squid Game
Very
is
famous.
very popular. But you know, kids, that Squid Game is for 18-year-old plus. Okay, so if you have kung talagang plano niyo siyang panoorin, napanood niyo na, make sure that you are being accompanied by an adult. Yes, di ba, Tutor Jazz? Okay, tignan natin. Their answers, hanggang ngayon, hindi pa sila nakaka-move on to the title of the film. Okay, because our question number 2 is what do you usually enjoy in watching films? Yun, sabi ni Johnson Viray Trill. Okay, siguro talagang mahilig silang manood ng mga action movie, yan. So, I enjoy the suspense, sabi ni Erica Galang. Okay. Ano pa? Strong Girl, Bong Soon Po. What's that? Okay, how about the others? Sige nga. Ayan. How about you, Tutor Jazz? What do you usually enjoy in watching films?
Actually, a lot. You know, I like watching films or movies because it gives me a lot of emotions. You
Yes, of
know, it
course.
gives me yeah, thrills as well. Yung
Yes.
napapasaya ako when I feel so gloomy, so I like that part. Pero siguro
Yes.
best part ng film na pinakagusto ko ay yung ending. And I always want the happy ending. How about
Yes.
you, Tuturnet?
Ako kasi, I enjoy watching action movies eh. Siguro, the reason is I don't get bored. But there are, of course, action movies na medyo boring, parang hindi action. But then, of course, meron tayong mga favorite film talaga na hindi ko na kayang i-mention sa dami. Okay. Of course, those films that yun sabi mo nga kanina, at the end of the film or movie, is yung meron tayong natututunan, of course. Yan, kasi yan ang tinuturo natin sa ating mga anak, and that is what you have to do, of course, dear learners. Okay, Tutor Jazz, take it away na for our next activity.
Okay, and since our topic for today is about what's the one describing films, right? The convention of films like that. Okay, let's now define what film is. Okay, learner, what really is a film? Okay, when we say film, okay, this is also called a movie or motion picture. It consists of moving pictures that have been recorded so that they can be shown where? At the cinema or on television. Okay? So just like the films or the movies that you have said a while ago with Tutornet. Okay? So a film tells a story or shows a real situation. The process of filmmaking is both an art and industry. So, hindi ganun kadali at kabilis gumawa ng film. It takes time, effort, and everything. We have to consider so many things. Kaya, bago nyo mapanood nung mga favorite ninyo, kaya Mr. Bean, Squid Game na yan, pinag-isipan yan, and pinag-investan niya ng mahabang panahon, okay, just to produce that kind and to make that kind of film or movie. Okay, and also to Turnes, we have or there are different forms of film. Okay, there are different forms of film. So, yung activities ni Tutor Ness kanina ay nagpapahapyaw na dun sa mga different forms of films. Ito nakikita niyo dito, 1 to 11. We have the action, adventure, comedy, crime, and gangster, drama, epics, historical. What else, Tutor Ness?
Horror, we also have horror, musical and dance, science fiction, war, and fantasy.
Yes. Okay, so sa mga movies na napapanood ninyo learners, you can identify, oh, ano kayang form ng film ito? Is it an action? Is it an adventure? And you have noticed a while ago dun sa mga shinow sa inyo ni Tutor Ness na even we just only have one film, but ang daming nakapasok na forms ng films, right? Hindi lang isa. So, a film could be action, adventure, comedy at the same time. So, pwede iyon. Okay, so these are, okay, learners, I want you to remember these 1 to 11 because these are the different forms of films. Okay, and also, in order to communicate key messages to an audience, producers of films use certain conventions and devices. Okay? Eto na, andito na tayo sa conventions ha. Conventions and devices such as what? Light, blocking, direction, characterization, acting, dialogue setting, and setup. Okay, so yung conventions of films, okay, ay napaka-importante po iyon just to make a successful film or movie. Let's discuss to Turnet isa-isa what are these, okay? Let's start with the light. What is light to Turnet?
Light is a convention of films used to create a specific atmosphere. It is a very important aspect for shaping meaning in films. It can also manipulate a viewer's attitude towards a setting or a character.
Yes, okay. So very important yung light or yung lighting sa film or movie. Okay, kasi syempre, halimbawa, ang setup, I mean, ang time na dun sa movie na ginagawa ninyo ay gabi na. So, what do you expect yung lighting doon? So, dapat dim na. Okay, so, mas nagiging convincing, okay, yung ina-act ng mga actors using this light or what we call lighting. Okay, next we have to turn is
Blocking.
okay, so when we say blocking, this one is simply the relationship of the camera to the actors. Essentially, it is a physical movement of the actors relative to the position of camera. So ano nga ba itong blocking na tinatawag na ito? Okay, so today the term has evolved to mean working with performers to figure out the actors' movement, body position. Okay, ano pa? Body language in a scene. So that is blocking. Alright? And in cinema, the blocking process also involves working out the camera position and camera movement and can impact the lighting design, set design, and more. So itong conventional films na to ay related sila, I mean, dapat connected with one another. Okay, that's how important they are. Okay, next one, Tutor Net, what we have is characterization. What is characterization, Tutor Net?
Okay, when we say characterization, it is the process by which the writer reveals the personality of the character. In characterization, it is also revealed through direct characterization or indirect characterization.
Mm, okay, so characterization. Okay, what is that one? There are two kinds of characterizations. Okay, it says here the direct characterization and indirect characterization. When we say direct characterization, simply like the writer or the narrator tells directly the character of that person. Let's say for example, ano bang pwede natin example? Okay, I'm the narrator, sabi ko, Sarah G is really good at singing. Okay, and I directly say that. And when we say indirect characterization, I don't say that words, but instead I let Sarah G to sing so that you'll know that she's really good at singing. Is that right, Tutor Ness?
Yes, of
Direct and indirect characterization. Okay,
yes.
yes, direct yung direct ng sinabi, okay, through words. But in indirect, okay, could it be in action, in thoughts, okay, and there are a lot of things na pwede nating ipakita yung indirect characterization. Okay, next one here is acting. What is acting, Tutor Ned?
It affects the way an audience responds. So this includes facial expressions, body language, and delivery of lines.
Okay, so acting. Very ano to no, very important talaga to sa film, I mean sa movie. So, yung pag-act, I believe this one is a gift as well. I mean, a talent, okay, a skill din
Yes.
siguro na pwedeng i-improve, okay? So, dapat when you do the acting thing, it should be convincing, okay? It should be convincing. So, how do you call that, Tutor Net? Para ma-convince mo yung audience mo kung ano yung pinoportray mo na character.
Yes,
Okay,
I
so
think
that is
also acting goes with the characterization, ano. So,
yes,
yes, so kung ano yung character na pinoportray mo, it should be the level of your acting, 'di ba?
that's
Yan.
it. Okay, so kaya nga sabi natin itong convention of films ay really interrelated sa isa't isa. Okay, one cannot function well kung wala yung isa. Okay,
Correct.
connected. Okay, next one. What do we have next to Tunet?
Yan, we have dialogue. Dialogue is the exchange of spoken words between two or more characters in the film or moving pictures.
Mm. Oh, Tutor Ness, I guess this dialogue, not I guess, but this dialogue, okay, is also what we call the script,
The script,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oo, kung ano yung pinagsasabi or ano yung sinasabi ng ano ng bawat tauhan dun sa film or sa movie, that is in dialogue, okay, part, okay? So, exchange of spoken words, alright? So, ang gumagawa na nito ay ang writer. Okay, next one, okay, is setup. I mean setting. Okay, when we say setting, okay, setting is both the time and geographic location within a film or within a work of film. The setting helps initiate the main backdrop and mood for a story. Do you um do you have any idea about settings, Tutunet?
Yes, it depends of course kung ano yung pinaka-theme. So every film has its own theme. So maybe kung ang theme ninyo ay science fiction, of course ang setting nyo is yun katulad kanina dun sa ating review is yung sa room structure yan. May uso na ngayon yung meron tayong mga green screen, di ba?
Ah, yes, yes.
Yes.
Especially with this pandemic right now, you really cannot go outside. So,
Yes.
studio structure.
Correct.
All right. And we have, okay, the last one we have is the setup. Okay, what is setup? A setup is also called set design. It refers to the creation of a scenery that depicts the look or physical appearance of the set for a film. This setup, okay, this setup is often structured or built in studios. Okay, it can also be outside location too, but mostly like nasa studio to, just like yung sinasabi mo tutunet, like green screen, nagsiset up na lang sila sa isang room. Okay, katulad ng kanina na picture natin a while ago, yung sa festival, and then yung isa ay set up lang yun sa room. Okay? And then, okay, so those are the conventions, the different conventions of films, okay, and the definition of film. I hope that you guys, I mean, you learners have learned something because we are going to have this obstruction activity. Tutor Nat?
Yes, of course. Now that we have learned a lot from the our topic, which is delivered by our very own tutor Jazz, now let me see if we have learned from it. Okay? So what are we going to do for today's another activity is we are going to identify again what form is depicted on the following films. Of course, here are the form. It has been shown in our screen: action, comedy, crime and gangster, adventure, drama, yan, epics, musical, science fiction, horror, war, and fantasy. So these are the forms of film. Now, let us identify item number 1. Okay, Halloween. Okay, so that is the setup. Ano? So, yung setting natin, Halloween. So, what do you think is the form depicted in this film? Okay, type your answer. Okay, don't forget to type the number item before your answer. Sige nga. Ayan, Mark Platon says horror. Jasmine Kate, ayan, horror also. Okay. How about our other learners? Yan, si Kick Simple from Pedro Guevara's Elementary School says horror. Okay, let us see our answer. Come on. Ayun. Okay, so our answer is horror. Very
Do you
good.
watch horror, Tutor Nat?
Oh no. Oh no.
Me too. Me too.
Yes, I rarely watch horror movies. Okay. Don't ask me why. Okay, let's go to item number 2. Okay, Man in Black. Okay, Man in Black. Okay, sige nga, tignan natin ang kanilang answer, Tutor Jazz. For number 2.
Number two, the number first, followed by your answer, learners. Be
Okay, let
consistent
us
about the
see.
instruction.
Oo nga eh. Okay, yan. Number 2, answers. Wala pa ba? Shoutout
Mukhang
muna.
late talaga.
Shoutout muna sa ating mga taga San Lorenzo Ruiz Elementary School, sa aming grade leader, Ma'am Elsie Arcega. Hello, Happy Teacher's Day. Ayan na, okay. Jansen Viray, action. Rachel Joyce, action. Lay James, action. Denver, action. Okay. So, it is flooded with action. Tutor Jazz, and our correct answer is okay, action, and of course, science fiction. Kasi kung napanood niyo tong Men in Black, talagang science fiction talaga siya na hinaluan ng action. Okay, let's move on. Number 3, American Sniper. Okay, what do you think is that? Picture na picture pa lang, alam na natin agad ang sagot. For number 3, number first before the answer, come on. Ayan, Mary Rose, action. Okay, how about the others? Medyo ano no, may delay yung ating pagpasok ng comment section. Okay, ayan na. Shandy, war. Denver, war. Ano pa? Jill Courtney, war. Okay. So, Jewel also says war. Si Johnson sabi niya war and action. Okay, sabi rin ni Jane Galang. Okay, let us see our correct answer is of course, war. Okay, tignan nyo naman, talagang sundalo kasi, ano? Pag sundalo, war agad yan. Okay, let us see our item number 4. Okay, avatar. Avatar. Let us see your answer for avatar. Itsura pa lang niya, Tutor Jazz, ano na eh. Alam na this. Okay, ayan. New comment sections are coming. Ayan, war, number 4. Okay, sige. Fantasy. Yan, may sumagot na ng fantasy. Si Denver answers fantasy. Of course, Jansen also answers fantasy, and Jasmine, si Krisha Ann. Yan, si Mark Platon also answers fantasy for number 4. Okay, let us see. Yan, science fiction and action. Okay, now let's proceed to number 5. Oh, ito, Titanic. Favorite ko po ito. Pinilahan ko yan sa sinehan noon, Tutor Jazz, standing room. I still can
Very nice.
remember. Yes, okay. Tignan natin the answers of our learners. Yan. Mary Rose says fantasy. Leandro Angelo Atienza says adventure, fantasy, and war. O, diba? Denver says drama. Okay, Borromeo says fantasy. Kyle Joseph, drama. Yan. Okay, let us see our correct answer, Tutor Jazz. Of course, it is drama. Okay, very good learners. How many of you got a perfect score? Sige nga, tignan natin sa comment section natin. How many of you got a perfect score? 5/5. Come on. Ayan. Ako, mukhang maraming naka-perfect sa ating learners, Tutor Jazz. Let's move on to our next activity.
Okay, so thank you so much, learners, for doing so well sa ating abstraction activity. This time around, let's move on to this activity wherein you have to choose from the conventions and devices of films used in the scene. Okay, and these words in the box are going to be your options. Are you ready? Number one. Okay, what do we have for number one? Here. The actors are positioned in front of the house. The actors are positioned in front of the house. What is it? Number one, okay, the number first followed by your answer. Is it light, direction, acting, setting, blocking, characterization, dialogue, or setup? Okay, number one, blocking. Okay, see, wait a minute, blocking ba ito? Okay, wait. Um, mukhang wala akong nakikita tutor net na delay.
Medyo delay
Okay,
talaga.
so
They are still typing their score in our previous activity. Ayan na.
okay, so ano, meron na, ayan, may nakita na ako. Merong blocking, merong setup, okay, may blocking setup. Okay, the actors are positioned in front of the house. Okay, the answer is Tutornet I. Okay, so this one is set up. Next one, okay, number two. Okay, get out! The house is on fire! Ano ba yun? I'm not really a good actress. Okay, number two, learners, get out. Get out! The house is on fire! Okay, number
Very good
two,
acting.
like, get out now! The house is on fire! Let's go to the net. Okay, I'm just joking. Number two, Jasmine Kate Rivera acting. Tama ba, Tutor Net? Acting nga ba yun? That's acting. Okay, that is acting. Correct. Number three po. Okay, number three. The director is telling the actors what he wants in the scene. The director is telling the actors what he wants in the scene. Number three, the answer is number three. This one is dun, 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 in five, four, three, two, one. Okay, so number three is they. Okay, what is the answer to Net? Okay, it's direction. Okay, may director na doon. Parang nag-instruct yung direction. I mean, yung director kung paano gagawin ng mga actors. So, this is like, directing. Okay, so direction. Next, please, number four. Okay, number four. They are filming near the ocean. They are filming near the ocean. Number four, learners. They are filming near the ocean. This is something to do about the location. So, when we talk about location, that is number four. Okay, that is setting. Okay, right? Okay, number four is setting. And how about for number five? Okay, number five, Tutornet, they use natural sunlight. Ooh, they use natural sunlight. They've said that the best light is the sunlight. Okay, not anything but the sunlight. Okay, so number five is Okay, the answer is lights. Okay, nice, very good. I hope that you have got five correct answers. Okay, and let me have this one first. Leslie Balia, good afternoon, Miss Dr. Bonifacio Memorial Elementary School. Okay, Tutor Net. Okay, since our time is already there, maybe we can now sum it up what we have learned for this afternoon.
Okay, so to summarize our busog siksik liglig na learning for today. So we have film, also called moving picture. It is a visual art form used to stimulate experiences that communicate ideas, stories, perceptions, feelings, beauty, or atmosphere. It is recorded or programmed in moving images along with sound and other conventions or devices. Also, the different conventions that we have learned today are lights, blocking, direction, characterization, acting, dialogue, setting, and setup. Okay, Tutor Jazz?
Okay, those are the things that we have learned and talked this afternoon. Okay, Tutor Ness, okay, for our additional activity number four, okay, learners, this is what you're gonna do. Okay, take time to watch some TV shows, maybe film clip or commercial or movie. Okay, then list down and identify the conventions and devices used in the film. Maybe three to five will do, okay? So, paano niyo po gagawin? Okay, sa notebook ninyo, activity notebook ninyo, isulat niyo ito, lights, paki-screenshot na po, lights, blocking, direction, characterization, acting, dialogue, setting, and setup. Okay, once you finish, okay, finish writing in here your answer, you take a picture of it, and saan po isi-send? Here, okay, submit your work here sa ating English 6 DepEd ETUlay with tutors Jazz and Ned. Okay, dito kasi kami nag-check ni Tutor Ned. Dito ko namin kinukuha yung mga sagot ninyo. Okay, and i-comment nyo lang iyong mga sagot ninyo. Okay? So, that's all it. What do we have here? Okay, so yun lamang po for the activity number 4. Okay, Tutor Net, I guess we're now going to have the feedback form. Can you discuss it to them?
Yes, okay, for your comments and feedback, please just scan this for our feedback form. And this has
Yes,
been your Tutor Net for another fun and exciting English 6 Tuesday. Okay, Tutor Jazz?
Oh yes, and okay, so our 40 minutes, actually more than 40 minutes. Nag-overtime, but that's okay. Okay, learners from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, thank you so much for being with us for almost an hour. Tutor Net and I really hope that you've learned something, and I hope that you are going to remember that, okay, I mean, you're going to put that in your long-term memory, okay? And please do your additional activity. And don't forget that Tuesday is
Choose English Day. Yes, and up next is Tutor Jace and Tutor Arnel for English 7. And also, don't forget for comment suggestion, just email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph.
yes.
Again, happy Teachers Day to all the
And
teachers
thank
out
you.
there.
Yes,
And
and thank you so much,
yes, thank
everyone.
you so
Bye
much.
bye.
Safe, everyone. Bye.
See you on Tuesday.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!